Hello guys and welcome back. We are about to cross a very delicate and very troubling passageway.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
So basically we're going to be using for the first time the thermal goggles. This will allow you to see the lasers much better than the cigarettes. I think on the GameCube version you don't get thermal goggles earlier in this game, just so you can use the mine detector head on. And but yeah, as I said, the mine detector is really not necessary since the thermal goggles basically work almost the same way, only that the mine detector will show you on the radar the location of the mines, but the thermal goggles, when you put them on, you can actually see the mines, so it's really no big deal.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector. Who are you? Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
The Watergate scandal is a real life thing that happened, but the information you can go and check it out on Google.
Colonel, I got a codec call from someone outside this operation.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Mei-Ling knows everything about the communication system, so let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
So you mean someone leaked the information?
That's the only explanation I can think of.
Mei-Ling, do you know where that transmission originated from?
I'm sorry. The radio waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you. Somewhere on the base.
Snake, you'll have to go through the minefield to advance.
So as you can see, sometimes you gotta trigger yourself the calls, and you gotta call them instead of waiting for them to call you, because sometimes they just don't, and you miss out some of that information. So in the game, I'll try and remember the parts where you call the people and you get important information out of them. I guess I'm good with rations. So this battle is very easy. I'll show you guys the trick to winning this battle, because there's a trick behind it. If you don't do it, it's gonna be a little harder. Okay, so I guess I'm ready to advance. So just advance and we get a cutscene.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Alright, so the battle begins. The secret behind this thing is that you gotta use the shaft grenades, because the tank has electronic equipment in it, and as long as their electronic equipment is working fine, the tank will move away from you as you try to approach it. And also, when the chaff grenade is out, it doesn't give them a choice to get out and shoot. So it's basically very important for you to keep throwing chaff grenades. It's sometimes it's really hard for them to respawn. That's why you gotta try and save them as much as possible. I kind of forgot to give that little detail away. But I guess for now I have enough of them. Whoa. If you don't have chaff grenades, I recommend that you just try and stay as close as you can from the tank, because otherwise they'll just start shooting you with the cannons. Yeah, I guess I got him. Too easy for me.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the car.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Alright. So basically we saw that the guy in the tank is still alive, so I guess we'll be seeing him later on. The rations now have grow back to they grow to 3, so now we can grab another one. This part of the game, well, I'll show you something later when I get another weapon. It's kind of funny stuff. You gotta be careful here, because if you're spotted, you're pretty much dead. Let me wait for this guy to get away. Okay, so now we get a codec call.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
So basically we don't have a choice but to not use weapons in this floor. Even if we wanted to, we can't. So we gotta try and survive as it is. I'm gonna use the box here. When the box doesn't work all the time, it works if it's in a corner where it's not on the path of which an enemy is walking by. But let's say that there's this path that an enemy walks by and you're right in front of him. When he says it's just the box, then all of a sudden he finds himself again in front of you because you're in the way. And that's where he decides to kick the box, and then you'll be revealed. So the box works better if it's used on the corner. Also, if you have already alerted the enemy and he's coming at you with a yellow light, the box trick won't work at all. Oh crap. Yeah, so this guy is annoying. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it for the next part. Anyways, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.